Today we are interviewing the Victor. Please introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Darrell on drums.
I'm Clayton on the piano. And I'm Vic on bass.
Tell us a little bit about your band.
It's like, he came together with a vision and we kind of like backed it up and like we helped put it together. And now it's like all of our kind of baby.
Yeah. He read me on some charts last summer, but I lost them. So now we just do all the music by ear.
He came together with a format, but when in this type of music, when you bring certain people together, different people bring different feels to the music. So when he did it, he was like, man, I never thought of that part right there, but that's kind of dope. And then like it sparked like imagination, creativity.
That's cool.
And I think what he just said as far as the imagination and creativity, that's exactly what we kind of going for. Because it's something that I kind of borrowed from Miles Davis. The whole concept is to bring something musical to the table, but allow musicians to find themselves in the music. So that's really kind of what we kind of go for.
Nice. So you guys have nothing written down. It's just pure inspired.
Yeah, I mean, there's initial demos and stuff, but I try not to ever really show them too much of a demo, or a lot of times I don't. I may just go to the keyboard and just only show Clayton like 3 seconds or something of a chord progression, or I never want to try to tell these guys what to play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like a big deal. Like never try to tell them what to play. Let them find themselves and let them bring themselves to the music, because that's really what I was looking for. Because you know, I'm not Clayton on keys, and I'm definitely not Darrell on the drums. So I wanted to make sure that they was able to bring their personalities to the table, because then it's all directed and I'm telling them what to do and all that kind of stuff. It get whacked real quick.
That's really good on your part that you let them bring the creativity, out, so.
Yeah.
That y'all play. I know that you guys bring out your creativity and everything, but from what I heard, it sounded really good, but just tell me a little bit about it.
Well, I try to bring kind of a Herbie Hancock aspect on the piano, because a lot of the Herbie stuff, after he gets away from the acoustic stuff, when he goes to electric, a lot of it is just kind of like grooves, and he'll solo over those, and a lot of cool shit happens. And it's kind of like that. And then, there are all these records behind here. They kind of symbolize the kind of stuff that kind of goes along into the creation of the music. And it's also just what Darrell brings to it. And we all have different backgrounds in music. None of us have similar backgrounds in music. I'm like a straight ahead jazz player most of the time. And it also has a lot to do with it too, is that the basic structures that Vic brought to the table originally. And those are good vehicles for change and for spontaneous stuff. Yeah.
But anyway, to me, the way I describe it, because like you said, we all got different backgrounds as far as the music. He studied for a while, and as far as music and stuff like that. He still studying Eastman.
Yeah.
What's the Eastman? Yes.
Yeah, represent.
Represent the Chester, baby.
Yeah.
And then Vic, of course, he listens to all it's ridiculous how much music he knows about. And I come to him all the time because the way I grew up in music, I just grew up listening to people that was around me. I didn't even really just listen to a lot of songs because back in the day, my dad was a pastor. And so he wouldn't let me listen to any other music besides Christian music until like I got into high school. And you get to high school, like, hey man, can I listen to you? Betty Moore Jerry though. But since like I didn't get to high school, it's a whole section and genre of music that I missed. And before that, the oldies, I never heard none of that. Like a lot of my friends, they grew up because their parents listened to the oldies. And so that was another section of music I missed. And so now I'm like, the thing is, it helped me because I created my own style of drumming during that time because I didn't study other drummers. I didn't even know drummers really just could perform like that, like tour the world and stuff, just from playing drums. And so I just stayed at home all the time practicing and just doing my own thing, and it kind of helped me out to create my own style. Nowadays, I just look and study people just to like figure out something new. But like that's my background.
Yeah, our background is pretty diverse. The common thread between Jarrell and I is that we both come up in the church. I came up in the church. My mom played piano for our church for years, and I actually sang in church. I didn't even really play any instruments until maybe 10 years ago. But yeah, we have that common thread. But then there's another current common thread between all of us, which you'll hear in the music, these underpinnings of hip hop. So we all have that common thread. So, you know, I have church and then funk and R&B and soul and jazz and all these other influences from listening. But then the hip hop element is definitely there. And then obviously Clayton brings a touch of jazz, and Jarrell brings just a whole gamut of stuff. You know, just all these different. Like he said, the good thing about studying the way he studied, he's able to bring his own personality or drumming style in there. But he's also pretty learned himself. He's been in some camps coming up, and he was grooved by some serious cats coming up as well.
And then don't let Clay fool you. You talking about he just like a jazz player. That's a funky white boy right there.
Like I heard jazz, I kind of heard hip hop,
Like
but
describe it.
yeah, like describe your like music.
Oh man, I hate labels, but obviously you have to deal with them because everything is so fragmented. But I mean, Jarrell coined it best once. He said it's kind of a hip hop jazz fusion. I mean, like we said, there's hip hop underpinnings because a lot of the demos are built on top of hip hop types of beats. So he brings those beats to the table and just takes it to a whole other place. But then, obviously, in the chords that are chosen and the way we kind of structure things are borrowing from jazz. And then the way I come to the table on bass is more of a funk and hip hop kind of style as well. So I mean, he said it best. Like I said, we
I said fusion because we play some Latin, everything.
Yeah.
Like it mixes in, like it's ridiculous.
It could go anywhere. A lot of times. Case in point, there was a tune Shadow and Light. We thought we were gonna play it one way, and Jarrell was working on a different hip hop beat for another joint that we was gonna work on, and he just happened to start playing it here in practice. And out of nowhere, Clayton just started, because he had a really good ear, he just started playing the original Shadow and Light form against that beat. And then from there, it just took a whole nother turn, a whole nother color. So you just never know. But I guess to sum it up, that's hip hop jazz fusion.
Yeah. No, a lot of if you listen to it, a lot of the tunes will have backbeats. Yeah, it's like a good mix of, the listener doesn't have to think too hard, but if he wants to and he just tries to listen, he'll find something that's pretty cool. And I think that's considered pretty nice. It's not too high strung, it's really relaxing, but also there's a lot of shit that goes on. There's always a melody. There's always a melody in a song. It's not just a groove. There's always a groove and a melody, maybe a groove and a couple melodies, and then we improvise off of those melodies, and we just try to play the tune. But there's lots of room for different things to happen within the song, within its melody. So if you see us live, then you should just come see us multiple times because we're gonna play that shit differently.
Yeah.
Every time.
Definitely.
It's every time.
Definitely.
And it'll probably just keep getting better because once we've gotten our sound really figured out a lot. We started with one board, and now we're bringing in more synths, more sounds. We use 3 keyboards now. We really know what I think we really know a lot more about what we're doing than we did a year ago.
Right.
And we're gigging. We've got our sound, and we've got the set, and we're just adding to it. And I think I'm proud of it. I think it's worthwhile.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And again, this is the Victor. And definitely go check them out because they're definitely something worth to go see. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye.
Thank you.